found my faith, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. This life is heavy with an overload, like every door I see is shut. But when we're sinking to our deepest lows, we've got nowhere to go but up. That's when you say, my love, we're nowhere near the end. There'll come a day, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. So I went down to the water and found my faith, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. Found my faith, bowed my head for the blessings that come my way. There'll come a day, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. So I went down to the water and found my faith, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. When I was young, I had it all planned out, that something big was down the road. I really thought I'd have it all by now, not be a failure if I don't. That's when you say, my love, we're nowhere near the end. There'll come a day, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. So I went down to the water and found my faith, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. This life is heavy with an overload, like every door I see is shut. But when we're sinking to our deepest lows, we've got
How was it?
Point at the map and we'll get there somehow. The sky ain't falling, let's get out of this town. Our time is vital and we're making it count. Doing what we can to show them who we are now. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's show them what we're
What up?
Unmute. Okay.
I did unmute it.
All right.
Holy
What up,
smokes.
folks?
Maybe the camera does need to go back just a hair.
Go.
I feel huge right now.
You are big. What?
What is this guy, man? Trying to have a good time here, and he's calling me big already.
Oh, I was trying to agree with you. That's all. What's up, folks? Happy Wednesday night. We're back. The CBC Down and Back podcast. This is a no major weekend. It does not happen often. But that means we got more time to talk about some things. Specifically tonight, once we finish up with the recap from Beloit, we're going to be talking ACO major points. Because it sounds like some people, Zach here, don't know what the crap they're talking about.
Exactly.
All right? So we just want to educate y'all, educate ourselves, make sure we're up to date. Looked at the ACO Players Guide today. And it's all up to date, season 20. It looks great, and we have it ready for y'all. Like I said, we will do it after we recap Beloit.
Our lights are not good.
No,
I'm a
it's
little
not the
angry
lights.
about this.
I changed something on here, Bill.
It's not the lights?
No, it's this. Watch. You talk to the people, but
No, I want to see what you did. Why would you?
this because I was so red. If I do that,
No, it's only on the monitor because I got a brand new monitor. Remember?
Oh.
It still goes out okay. No, you can't be doing that, dude. The background. Oh, wow.
I was trying to tell you.
We're keeping it. We're going to be red
Folks.
tonight.
We're red. Okay. Sunburns. This is actually
Holy
wind
smokes.
burns, ice burns. Do we look really red, folks? Just let us
Yeah,
know.
let me know, dude. We're messing up. We're
What
messing
up,
up.
Gavin?
Here.
What up,
Gavin?
Zach?
What up,
Colin?
Zach?
Gray Bill's in here?
Colin, when am
Oh.
I ever going to see
Nate
you?
called you massive.
Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that. Colin, when am I going to see you, man? I've had your hat in my car for like, I can't even tell you how long, forever. I'm wearing the Jack Harcrow jersey. Hopefully he shows up at some point tonight. The only reason
Harcrow.
I'm wearing Harcrow's jersey is because Dylan, for the rest of the season, decided to throw slick bags.
No, I haven't. That's not even true. That's fake news.
It's completely true.
Fake news.
No, it's not fake news. You have
You are
Phoenixes.
fake news.
You have Phoenixes.
I have Molly's Phoenixes.
Yeah, and who's been practicing with them?
I haven't thrown them once. So you tell me.
That's what we look like.
Great, then. Fantastic. Jordan Kirk. What up, Jordan? You've been throwing gas lately. I don't know if you were in here last week, but we talked
Shannon,
about
what
it.
up?
Shannon been throwing gas.
Yeah.
Dude, she's in the winner circle.
I think we
Speaking
got
of,
you.
let's get the
Cheers.
winner circle started. Cheers. I don't drink, but this is all I have in hand. I didn't even
He
bring
took it
water.
away from me and put it over there too.
I didn't even bring a water up here today. I'm gonna be thirsty by the end of the.
That's because you got here like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, folks, we had a very important call with some very important people, and then I got here.
A lot of good topic discussions
Yeah,
too.
me and Bill both on the call in separate locations. I mean, it was a hectic day.
We're trying to set up a Clarksville pre-party for the major also. So everybody here, Clarksville pre-major, or pre-party for the major anyway.
Yeah, Thursday night. If you didn't know, I am the reigning champion.
He is the reigning champion.
Inaugural, first annual. I mean, first ever
Yeah.
Clarksville Major pre-party champion. Nobody can take that from me.
No, you're right. You will have the belt. Maybe I'll make you a medallion, on the 3D printer that you can bring. And if somebody beats you, you can transfer the power of the Clarksville Major pre-party.
Unlikely I get beat. So-
It is unlikely, especially if you and I get the blind draw together. I would like to either draw you, Jack. You gonna be there? Jack, you and me, slow
Or
bags.
Kim Dice.
Kim Dice,
Great blind draw player.
great blind draw partner. Lambert, if you're there, you and me draw each other, dude. I'm gonna have like 50 partners by the time that this
If
thing
you
starts.
draw Lambert or Jack, you lose. Because either one of them's going to have to throw your slow
they're gonna
as heck
throw
bag.
slick side.
No, your
They're gonna
bags
throw
still
slick
don't
side.
play well for a slick side player.
Yeah, they do.
No.
They do. The grip on the thumb, they're gonna be like, "Wow, why didn't I ever think of getting carpet bags and then just throwing the slick?"
We're
side?
going to get to that question with Matt Boatman today. I hadn't even thought about what he said today, but...
Oh, I don't even know what it is. We'll look at a
It's
minute.
funny you said that.
Oh,
But
yeah, okay.
let's
I do
get,
know what it is.
Here we go, Bill.
All right, you got them all.
No, I don't know.
Wildfires
I don't know
hitting
who
the
these are. Did
podium.
you put this in here? This has got to be Gibby. What does that sign say? Who are these folks? Wildfires already taking
The barn.
first place.
The barn. Where's the
Where
barn?
They've got our flag.
Somebody
Bill.
in chat, let me know.
They've got our flag, man. Congratulations, boys.
Wildfires.
This is
man.
maybe the first place from
For
a
Wildfire.
wildfire since the release date, I'll say.
freaking awesome. Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Somebody will tell in chat, and hopefully we get the names. I feel like the guy on the left I know.
Is that Bob?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for throwing them.
Nate Allen.
Congrats.
John
Winning some
Coleman.
money.
Let's go.
Dude.
Ronins.
Is this a throwback one, or are they throwing Ronins?
It's about time, Nate, you get some good bags back in your hand. I see you throw some stuff that's meh.
Yeah,
Less
that's true.
than great.
That is true. And hey, I saw last week, I went to I actually may be in here. I went to Griffith last week, saw John Coleman there. He's an Apex demon.
Oh, yeah. Big Apex
He
guy.
stopped throwing the Apexes that night. He was pissed. He was having a bad night. Smoked him, though.
You can't blame the bags.
Yeah, he was bad losing to me. Sorry about that, Coleman. At least you made the freaking stream. Let's go. All right, next one here.
Brock and
Beasley.
Jared, I'm
Yeah.
liking this team, man. This team, I'm telling you, is going to be a force.
What is that? I gotta work, and why y'all not wearing those domestic violence outfits?
In
What
the
is-
post today, I posted our mullet outfits from last summer.
Dude, did you read my shirt? When I wore that shirt one day, and Dylan's like, "Did you get that on Amazon?"
Bill was like the typical
Dude, it was awesome.
40-year-old dad in the beer bags and boards t-shirt.
It was a joke
with the
shirt. It's
cut-off
awesome.
sleeves. It was great.
It's awesome.
Brock and Jarrett,
Congrats.
congratulations, boys. Getting it done. Scotty Ball and Kinsley right
Kinsley
there.
and Scotty.
Dude,
taking
Scotty.
down.
Honestly, I hate to say this, Jarrett, if you come on here, but the last 2 times Scotty's played and won a championship, he double dipped Jarrett both times.
Yeah,
That's
Jared.
rough. And Jarrett's a stud.
Yeah, he
a
is.
stud.
He is.
Scotty Ball, though. I mean, I feel like he has to lose one and then he comes back. Like, you don't want Scotty to heat up.
No, he just throws the whole time after that, though.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get tired.
No.
Yeah, and that's crazy. It's awesome. It's awesome. Scotty, congrats,
Scotty,
big dog.
keep putting it in, boy. Aaron Lambert, look at that.
Dude, I could have had one of those today, Aaron.
Bill, what's it called?
Soul Patch
Or Flavor Saver.
or Flavor Saver. I
Yeah.
think I would have expanded it a little bit on bottom.
No.
Coming down a little bit
Oh,
wider.
like it come down to a tip, kind of
Yeah.
like Rich Pyle.
Yeah, and I'd keep the long. Maybe I'd braid it for Rich. You know?
Put a bead in there.
Yeah, something like that.
With
Congrats,
the
big dog.
Phoenixes, with the custom Phoenixes there, Aaron Lambo getting it done. Let's
Looking
go.
clean with the shirt, brother.
Yep.
We have red hats. I just want you to know that. I've seen you wear a lot of red hats. We have red hats.
He wants the blue hat.
Oh, okay. We can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, big dog. Brock threw a 12. I throw 12s once in a while too, about 3%.
Yeah. What is your 4-bag percentage?
It's like
Look it up.
11 or 8%
11, it's not
somewhere.
bad.
It's not good.
Lane Cruz, Bill, getting it done with the Dead Reckons. Lane Cruz showing some interest in CBC this year. I love to see it. I like Lane
I
Cruz.
do too. How did this happen, man? Those are some OG Dead Reckons,
Yeah, those
dude.
are old.
We gave them to him long time ago. Glad to see him coming back to the dark side, man. We love it.
Yeah, we are.
Should
not
we
the
call
dark
ourselves the light side?
side. And that sounds kind of racy.
Okay. Well, I didn't know we were going to go. Okay, whatever. Lane, congrats, big dog. Taking down the first place with the Dead Reckons. Clean. Shannon Roberts here. And
Ronins. I don't know who she's playing with there. I don't know. her
Shannon,
name.
you got to let me know who you throwing with.
Yeah, she'll be in here. She'll let us know. Shannon's getting it done. She might be in here more than once.
I think she is because I
Yeah.
saw her with her elixirs, man.
And we're going to have to limit the amount of times you're allowed in one single podcast.
It's like her blind draw bags are the Ronins because nobody likes to throw slow bags unless
Mm-hmm.
she draws like Brock or something like that. And then she scoops it when
Singles
she's
and
alone with
women's?
the elixirs. Yeah.
Elixirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
100%.
Congrats, Shannon. That's you.
I don't know. I know the guy on the right, but I cannot remember his name.
They got
And I don't know which bags they have. They're either elixirs or Preds, I think.
Jen Rose was the other lady. Awesome.
Somebody
Thanks, Jen.
knows who these guys are. This looks like Bill Borgen's territory right here.
I don't know.
Bill, is this you? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know who this is.
I don't know
I
either.
know this kid on the right, Bill. I've seen him multiple times. I think I know the guy on the left, too.
Guys are looking freaking good though. Love the bags.
Yeah, he's in the Monday Night Bagger shirt. This is definitely Bill Borgen's territory right here.
They didn't put the name of the bag. I believe those are Ronas. They may not be though. I'm not 100%.
It could be Preds. They could be elixirs. They look like the Donald Trump specials.
They are the Donald Trump specials.
Yeah.
Those are badass bags, man. Love it.
They're
Love
pretty
it.
sick.
All right, there she is. Shannon taking second
Bryce
place.
and Logan. Okay.
Bruce and Logan.
Bryce.
Oh, Bryce and
Yeah,
Logan.
Bryce and
Okay.
Logan.
Bryce and Logan. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Actually, I've seen it.
No, they've been on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, they've been on here.
We've seen
There's
it.
Shannon again, and there's those custom Tiger elixirs right there. Shannon, those are her babies right there. And those are the bags that are very special, right? The
They
one,
are.
the first
First set.
of their kind.
First set. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Kiara, getting it done with her. Did she get those Ronins in Branson last year?
That's Kiara?
Yeah.
I swear I had a different picture of her in my head.
She's in here twice.
Is she?
Yeah, I think she like co-ed or doubles or blind draw, something like that.
That's freaking awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
winning it with the old school freaking Ronins too. That's awesome. Congrats, Kiara.
With the black and greens.
Legit. Who else we got?
Oh, these are
these
the
are our
leads.
people.
Chowley and Sinley?
Yes.
Yes.
We met them in
Concord,
North Carolina. They came up, man. I'll tell you what, she's a badass freaking bagger.
Yeah.
Was
it Chow or Cho? Choa?
I think it's Choa.
I think it
is
was
what
Choa.
is.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's a stud.
Yeah.
Absolute monster. Yeah, we sold them those bags in Concord, I believe.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Matt Sabat, what does it say? Second place last night with my carbons. Got double dipped. No,
Playing
man.
with the ghost.
Yeah,
man.
I get tired too,
Blame the
man.
ghost.
I can relate. Yeah, blame the ghost if you're gonna do
Always
that.
blame the ghost.
All right, next one here, Aaron Lambert.
Lambo and my boy Todd Taylor right there. Some more
Wildfire podium.
wildfires. Hey, they're going to be coming in hot.
They are gonna come in hot there. Those are the
Wildfire,
dragon
kind of a sensitive name right now.
It is.
A
It is.
little-
I did think about that
a
too.
little bit.
I did think about
The release was fitting and not fitting at
Yeah.
the same time.
that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But
Yeah.
congrats, big dog. That's
So,
what I'm freaking
getting it
talking
done.
about.
Timmy Key, wildfire, son.
They're
Timmy
gonna
Key,
be
dude,
popping up
he
all
texted me
over.
about these. He thinks that the green carpet might play a little bit different than the white carpet, but he's got to do some more research.
I think so too. The green carpet seems much softer, which I'm a little
Thinner,
worried
right?
about too because
Thinner?
it's a little bit thinner. I
Yeah.
think we may have some issues in the future with the green carpet,
We'll have to
having
see
to
down the
replace
road.
bags and stuff. But I don't think it'll be as bad as I make it out to be anyway. Congrats, Timmy Key. That's what I'm freaking talking
Timmy's a
about.
stud.
Yeah, he is. He is.
There's Jamie Lee on the right.
Yep.
On the left, it's got to be Dave, Dan, Dale, John, Jack,
Mike,
Steve.
Paul.
Could be any of us.
Yeah.
We had to have guessed it. Nate
Yeah.
Allen, tell us which
Yeah,
one
Nate
it
Allen
was.
knows. Nate Allen
Tell
knows.
us what. Hey, but these guys getting it done with the Ronins. Let's go.
Custom Tennessee Ronins too, man. That's freaking awesome. Timmy always finds a podium. Yeah, Timmy's good, man. Timmy's real good.
Cannon.
It's a Cannon.
That guy's name's not Cannon.
Cannon Hatcher?
Charlie Cannon. Charlie.
Charlie.
We should have guessed that. I would have said Charles.
We missed it. We missed it. Congrats, boys. Wait.
There's again.
I'm not in here.
It shouldn't be done.
I did not take a third.
Well, I don't know, Bill. I sent your picture. Let's just wait. Derek might have done something to you.
So wait. Let me guess the guy on the right. He's been on here before. Surges are his bag.
These are not his surges, but yes.
It starts with an L.
You know his name.
What is it?
Larry Duncan.
Larry Duncan, man.
Duncan, yeah.
Didn't even
Yeah.
know, never knew this guy, never met this guy, anything like that. Just found him on a podium, old man throwing surges, winning seniors, whooping some butt, dude. Absolutely love it with Kiara. Let's go.
Those are her surges, and I remember throwing them in Branson. They are slow. These things are weathered.
They've been throwing them a long time.
Yeah. She loves those things.
Mark Prater says, prefer red and black carpet on Wildfire. Yeah, we got the
The red looks nice.
The white
With
is
the grizzly,
super
the white's
clean.
crazy.
Yeah, they're nice. All right, here we go.
Alan Ballard, back from the dead.
Dude, Alan, I saw your post. I saw you were leaving. You just couldn't do it, man. We had to grab you and bring you back, brother. It's good to freaking see you. You are looking clean. in that
Alan
gear.
was trying to walk to the dark side. He was trying.
Yeah.
He was trying. They were calling him in. They were whispering in his ear, right? They were giving him the negatives, and I had to just CBC had to pull him in. Angel on the shoulder, right? He had both of them going, and Demon was winning, but good always prevails. Alan's back, baby.
Alan is back. Super excited to see Alan throwing freaking
What up,
comments,
Alan?
taking podiums. That's what I'm freaking talking about, dude. Good to see you, man. All right, next here, Scotty
Scotty
Ball.
Ball and partner right there. Third in, I think this is doubles, and I think his partner's name is Glenn Cooper. I could
Okay.
be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure. Scotty decked out.
Looking
CBC
good, man.
hoodie, CBC hat.
Congrats again, big dog. Next one, Brock throwing the trusting elixirs that
Those
he
things
always.
are ragged up.
They are ragged up. And I want you folks to know that we have sent Brock numerous new sets of elixirs.
Yeah.
They just take so long to break in that he just, I don't think he does it, man.
No.
He shows his stuff on the boards. He only plays live events, right? He doesn't practice, does he?
I don't think he practices anymore. I think he shows up, throws in regionals and majors, and he goes home and plays baseball.
He doesn't
Good
want to
homework.
put in the work to break in those new ones. But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's
We
okay.
should have let Bill keep him for a couple months.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have him broken in for him right now.
Yellow carpet. No yellow carpet.
We don't have any yellow. I don't even think. Do they make a yellow?
They have like
carpet?
a goldish, but not like a bright yellow that I know of.
Bowman, you need more breaking in with them. Well,
Throw
keep
'em.
throwing them, man. Keep throwing them. They will. I promise you, they are a clean bag. If you guys didn't check it out, what is it called? The Average guys.
Oh, average at best.
Average at best cornhole. They did a review on the wildfires. We sent them one a little bit early because they wanted to test them out and stuff. It's a good review. They did really well.
They did a good job. There's Todd Taylor right there getting it done with the wildfires.
Dude.
Todd's loving those things.
I'm
I
telling
told him,
you.
I think he's throwing errands. I'm like, Aaron, we got to get him a set of his own. Todd, hit us up.
If you haven't gotten a set or thrown these things yet, I'm telling you, they're good. They're very drippy bags. Jack Harcrow, you would absolutely love these bags.
This is a good meat in the middle bag for Jack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great bag. And then
And Maggie, women's champion. Bill, you didn't make the cut.
I'm not happy about
Wait,
it.
let me check something real quick. Let me see if
I know
did
it's
my
in there.
job.
I saw it in there. I did.
Okay,
I
so
saw
it wasn't me.
I saw it in there. I'm gonna go through. Well, I was going to. I deleted them, but yeah, I'm not in there. I can't freaking believe it. And that means nobody.
Oh,
can find
and
it.
Bryce wasn't in there, and Bryce was like, "I better be in the podcast." Here's the two photos. Look, guys. There's
That's
Bill
me.
and Kyle, and then Bryce and Cool Daddy. Bill got double dipped.
I did. I got tired.
Well, Bill and Kyle. Bill and Kyle. Yep.
Yeah, Kyle-
Honestly,
Kyle
I'm going to tell
mostly-
you right now. In a scenario where Bill's got some swing oil, him being in the king seat is actually bad for Bill. In a very social setting where Bill is in his element, he's talking to the people, he's yapping, he's having a couple of beers. Maybe Dave pulls him outside for a fireball shot or two. You never know, but not good for Bill to be in the king seat in that situation.
no, not when I have to sit for an hour
Yeah, no.
and it's
Or
time
more.
to walk around and do stuff. No, I'll get back and I will. If I was throwing an 8.5, I'll throw a 6. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Another women's championship, though, for Maggie Geiger. She's just pouring them on. Maggie's a stud. Maggie, Wayne, the Shrevers, they had a great time up in Beloit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we ready to go?
Speaking
for
of Beloit, let's
ready?
go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. This is the CBC point charts for family picks. We make picks for every major coming up for each division. We get points based on how those players finish in each division. In Beloit, Wisconsin, we did pretty bad. Pretty bad,
We both did
as I
bad.
look at it. But as the points break down, first place 10 points, second place 9 points, third place 8 points, fourth place 7 points, fifth place 5 points, seventh place 3 points, ninth place 1 point, and after that you get no points. Got to take a top 10 in CBC. If you want anything, no participation trophies. Let's go. That one was clean.
That was pretty.
That
cool.
was the cleanest one.
Halfway through that, I was gonna close the screen, so you couldn't like read it off the screen and keep going. I would, but you did it so well that I just had to let it go.
Yeah. All right. This is what we came out
Not
with,
good.
man. It was, and this wasn't a large major, 2 split brackets, right? Not 4. Great competition there. A lot of the big names, and we did not do a good job.
I think I beat you.
Yeah, I think you did too. And I mean, this, if you guys,
How did I beat you?
I don't know.
That's crazy. I mean, I did get Maggie Geiger starting out first place. We just had her in the winner's circle. That's what I'm talking about. Knew she was going to win the entire thing, man. She's been throwing great lately. I think one of her first games was, what, 11-4-3?
Yeah, something like that. She threw
Yeah.
absolutely gas, man.
Over like
Maggie-
15 rounds or something. I mean,
Stud.
it was crazy. Absolute stud. Maggie, thank you for getting me the points. Yet again, being the champion of picks. This is like 3-4 weeks in a row, folks. I don't think I can be beat. If one of you think you can beat me, show up. Let's go. Send me a DM. Say, hey, I want to be on the podcast and have a chance to beat the master,
Yeah, who
the
wants to
man,
do,
Bill.
Who wants to do picks for Knoxville? We do need somebody good
Hey,
for Knoxville.
I'm going off here, and you're stopping me?
Well, I want to be serious for a second. You were getting on a little bit of a crazy tangent.
I am the like 4-time back-to-back champion.
Non-confirmed.
We can go and look.
I am the Clarksville pre-party champion.
all right, whatever.
All right, second place, Kennedy Meineke. She continues to rack up top 3s. I mean, she's a beast. I think that her and Kim are tied for number 1 in the world, both maxed out in women's regionals and majors. Third place, Kelly Naylor.
Wait,
Naylor.
Maggie and Kim are the only ones?
No. Kim and Kennedy.
And Kennedy, gotcha.
Yes.
Solid.
Heather Ellis 4th, Deb Smith and Josephina Ernsberger tied for 5th. McKenna Ballou / Cop only. 0-2, I believe.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. She must have just had a bad day, or she hadn't been practicing a lot, because we know when McKenna throws, man. She's
So she lost to Maggie to start, where Maggie threw an 11-4-3. McKenna threw a 10 and lost 21-2.
That's crazy. Threw a 10 and lost 21-2.
So then she drops down, plays Kelly Naylor. Kelly Naylor throws
Has been on a
10,
heater.
a
Yeah.
10 flat, and McKenna throws a 9-9-4.
Okay, never mind. I take it all back. She has been practicing. 9-9-4 and 10 is absolutely solid to go 0-2, averaging, what is that, a 9-9-6, 9-9-7?
9-9-7 over 32 rounds. She was second overall in PPR and went 0-2. That
Crazy.
talk about a bad beat.
Dude,
That's a bad
so
beat.
bad.
son.
McKenna, I am sorry. We're still gonna bet on you. You freaking
This
you kill
means
it. Yeah.
absolutely nothing. If you look at it, it looks bad. If you go look at the bracket, it's like, oh, and then it's like, oh my, like what happened?
She should have had a top 5. I mean, honestly, she should
or
have
better.
had a bad
I mean,
draw.
yeah, insane right there. All right, moving into seniors, our boys let us down, Bob and Wayne.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I
I mean,
don't know.
Bob let me down a little bit less than Wayne let you down.
Yeah, and I think Wayne had a bad draw too, but Mick Hoaxang takes first. Can't believe we didn't pick him. I love Mick, but I feel like he does better when we don't pick him. I really do. I believe that about Mick. Wayne lost to Mark Smothers off the rip. Tough draw there. And then he loses to Alberto Rodriguez. I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Frank Gears beat him the next game. But Wayne, you'll figure it out, buddy.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. Bob
Yeah.
Heil, though, let's talk about him for a second.
Bobby.
Bob's sleeping right now, or else he'd be in the chat.
Bob lost to Dan DeClue, 21-20, nail biter. He drops down and loses to James McPhail. Both guys threw over a 9, but Bob, we've seen Bob throw mid-10s
Yeah.
for whole tournaments.
Bob's a
right?
beast.
Big time Bob. Get it together.
Bob is going to blame this on me next time I see him because I picked him. And I just want you to know, Bob, you got to get over that. I'm going to pick you until you win. Okay? Then you're over it. I'll pick you all the time after that.
What up, Scotty?
What up, Scotty? Nate Allen? Maybe. If you're in and you want to do pick, are we doing Nate picks? Because nobody else. We'll put it out there and we'll pick somebody in some sort of creative way for next week.
Yeah, we'll have to put it out early.
Yeah.
Maybe even like Saturday or Sunday.
But Nate, if you are picked, yeah, CBC will put up $20.
We'll do 10 slots, $10 a slot to get on the podcast. Winner take all.
Winner take all. That's pretty good.
And that's including myself and Bill. We'll each put in $10. We are 2 of the slots.
I like
That
that.
leaves 8 people to fill the slots.
It's not gambling because it's a skill-based game.
Yeah, sure.
All right, next.
All right. Juniors, my man Wiley Chambers, the cowboy hat himself, takes
Yeah.
down Sammy Vansicle. And Sammy's stud.
Sammy is
I
stud.
mean, I
Sammy
think
threw
Sammy
good, yeah.
was definitely the one to look out for. And he beat him in the King Seat game and then double dipped by Wiley Chambers for the championship. Wiley.
Even in singles though, Sammy, he came out
I'll have to look.
second
but,
or third, something like that.
Yeah.
Sammy even through.
Oh, he was in the top 8 100%.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Wiley, good freaking throwing, man. Let's go.
Let's go, Wiley. All right, moving into co-ed. First place, Barry Hempy and Tiffany Sparks we didn't take. Heather Ellis and Michael Chittenden second. Daniel Wine and Kennedy Meineke take third. Jimmy and Kelly Naylor fourth. Where did you come in? Bill at Carter Guy and Josephina at fifth. And I had Wayne and Maggie at seventh.
And this is not Mike Smith and Bob Bunch. I'm just throwing that out because you
We'll
said
fix it in a
Chittenden.
second.
I get Chittenden.
But
for it.
co-ed did not go the way we thought it was going
Not
to
even
go.
close. Not even close.
Congratulations, Barry Hempy and Tiffany Sparks.
Let's go. And
They're a stud
Chittenden.
team. Chittenden and everybody I just mentioned. Yeah. I almost took Daniel Wine and Kennedy, but I was like, dude, Daniel Wine throws a fast bag, Kennedy throws a slower bag. I didn't think it was gonna work out. They took a third.
Yeah, they really turned it on our heads on this major here.
Yeah, we did absolutely terrible.
Okay, doubles here.
Doubles, I had Tanner squared. They finished with a 17th.
I had Chittenden and Mike Smith.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't make the main bracket, Bill.
Chittenden, you messaged me, bro. You messaged me and you said, hey, are you sticking with me? And I said, I got full faith in you, brother. What happened? What happened? Tell me the story. We'll talk about it over a drink next time I see you, brother.
Yeah, that's rough. That's
It
tough
is,
break
it
right
is what
there.
it is.
But congratulations to Drew Waking and Matt Davis. Batman. taking it down, doubles. Second place, Jimmy Naylor, Aaron Lambert. Love those dudes.
That's who I should have picked.
They're underrated somehow. I don't know how they continue to be underrated, but they are.
Once Chittenden told me that Bob wasn't showing up, are you still picking me? I got faith in that guy. I like Chittenden. You know how much I like Chittenden, dude. He's a good kid.
It's still a good team.
How do you ever say, no, I'm not picking you anymore. I'm going to my guy Aaron. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Mick Hoaxang and Randy Wall take third. I mean, fantastic stuff. We just didn't pick anybody. We're just not good.
Yeah.
Until we get to singles.
Well, I mean, you're a lot worse than I am in picks.
I mean, I agree.
Okay.
Besides my singles pick, which won the whole thing, Mr. Drew Waking gets it done. I think that's 3 championships now for Drew Waking. Drew's beast.
So we went 1 and 2.
Well, Aaron took 4th overall, but you guys know how we do this.
We still went 1 and 2.
Yes. Yep. We did this based on bracket, so a 4th overall with 2 split brackets would equal 2nd in a bracket.
Aaron, I was actually excited to do the soul patch. I just want to tell you this. Dylan had an idea. We were going to live stream the shaving to get the soul patch prior to our stream tonight. Maybe sometime in the future we'll have the bet again. I don't know when. Maybe.
I don't know. We can't do it like every major, though. You can't give them that many.
No. This is going to be very rare.
Aaron, you got to pick and choose these wisely. You have 2 more chances this season. That's what you give you.
This season? Wait,
we're not going to roll it over.
And you also have to say we have to agree on them. I don't want them to go into a 12-person major and winning the thing.
I like that idea. I like Aaron to choose. But congratulations. Drew takes first. Mick Hoaxang, 2nd place. That's our dude, Mick, with a big weekend. Sammy Vansickle, 3rd overall. Aaron Lambert, 4th. Chris Norris and Randy Wall tie for 5th. And McKenna Kopp and Mark Smothers tie for 7th. That's your top 8 right there.
I want to put out one thing. Chris Norris, you are on the freaking radar, dude. This is the second
top 8.
Deep finish. Second deep finish. I saw it in
deep finish.
This guy. It Concord, North Carolina. Watched it. Absolutely all. It was Concord, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one. Okay, yeah. Super deep finish there. Dude, why do you do this? Now it's in my brain. And then here in Beloit. We call it Beloit or Beloit?
Beloit. It's Beloit. It is Beloit.
And, dude, you're killing it. You are going to be the passion pick here coming up. Rodney Schreiber, where you at?
No main bracket for Rodney.
999th, brother. I picked you. I had faith in you. Hook me up next time, man.
Kennedy takes 17th and Hoppy takes 25th.
Hoppy was a shared one between us.
No, you.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted 2 picks.
So, actually, I got a 25th.
Sure.
Okay. Hoppy, good job, man.
No points.
No points, though.
All right. That is Beloit wrapped up. We'll be moving into Family Feud. Like I said, we're going to start with, we can read a couple things in here and just talk about them freely. And then we want to get into the ACO Major Points scale and the breakdown, how it works per bracket.
I do.
Because I think some people are confused about that. Oh, yeah, we had a tournament we wanted
to. Instead of being all crazy, let me just, folks, it's going to look a little wonky here for a second, but I want to bring this up here.
This is a benefit tournament in Delta, Missouri on March 22nd. So big early notice on this, but this is for our guy, Curtis Amos, is who sent it to me. It's for Donnie Keys. The information is here, Saturday, March 22nd. Blind draw. It's a round robin followed by double elimination. $20 a person for a round robin followed by double elimination. This is a great deal here.
It is.
Prizes for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Cornhole side games like airmail, long shot, knockout. Food is there. Bring your own beer. 50-50 blind draw partners. Raffles. I mean, this is freaking...
I love it. If we
were closer to this, we're going 100%.
You know I'm all about those side games, dude.
Yeah. No. Which ones?
I don't know. None of those ones. Dude, I'm terrible at side games. I never play the side games because I'm so bad at them.
What if there was a side game where it's as many bags as you could roll out of like 10? That'd be a fun one for you.
I mean, how about attempts? Out of 10, how many you can... I do like that.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
That's okay.
But if you guys need more information on this, let us know. If it's posted, we'll share it. But Delta, Missouri, March 22nd. That's what you need to know right now.
When have you ever seen a benefit with round robin?
Never.
followed by
But
a double elimination.
I think it's really smart.
That's what's very cool about it. I mean, you've seen like blind draw benefits before, but
bring
if you
you a
show up
partner.
and go 0-2, it's like, it was only 50-50 payout. I didn't get my money's worth because I went 0-2. This one, no. You got round robin. You're going to be playing at least, I would 2 to 3 games in round robin. Most
I would say you're
likely.
probably guaranteed somewhere between 4 and maybe 8 games, 4 and 6
Yeah.
games in this tournament for $20. It's
Yeah.
a great deal. If you're anywhere close to Delta, Missouri, put this on your calendar.
The only question I would ask showing up is the top, bottom, top, middle. How good do you have
It's
to throw in
blind
round
draw.
robin? I know, but we've seen all of ours are considered blind draws too.
Well, no, I mean, there's switches, but I get what you're saying.
All right, you know
I
what
get
I
what
mean?
you're saying.
Yeah. That's the only question I would ask.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Family
let's do it.
Feud?
Oh, yeah, that is true. Prayers for Rich Jones and his family. I know he's been going through it. Rich Jones,
like
the
that
man.
too,
Rich Jones, Missouri.
I've commented on a bunch of his things, and
Yeah.
I am watching all of his updates and stuff like that. I swear, I wish I was there in Missouri to take the guy out to frickin' lunch or dinner and just hang out for a little bit and listen to him. Because, man, if you are around Missouri area and you are there, freaking message him. Just go out to lunch with the guy. He wants to get out of there for a little bit and hang out. He's got a lot on his mind right now. If I was there, I'd be doing it.
And Rich Jones is an awesome dude. Great
He
friend
is.
to CBC.
He is.
I mean, he's always thrown for Arcane. He's a loyal guy. I mean,
Yeah.
a great dude since the first time I met him. Has been open and honest with me. I mean, he's been a great dude all the way around. So
Yeah,
if
it's
you
a
haven't
great
met Rich
comment.
Jones,
Yeah.
also introduce yourself, or he's just a really good dude.
He is a good dude.
Yeah.
He really is. Yeah. Side Rail Champ says Todd Choate.
Let's talk to you, Bill.
Todd. 1-on-1 airmail
Oh.
challenge.
You want to do that?
Trash board.
Trash board.
Roll. Oh, well, there's gonna be. It's gonna be the Olympics. We're gonna come up with the Olympics of cornhole.
Cornhole side game Olympics.
Yes.
Oh,
Me
I
versus
like
Todd
this.
Choate.
Are you guys drinking beers? Because you guys both can drink some beers.
$100 a person. CBC's paying my 100 though. Throwing that out there.
Do I get to play?
Do you have full faith in me?
Do I get
Do
to
you
play?
have full faith in me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. CBC's paying. You're gonna be donating money to CBC. Just saying.
I need Todd to pregame for like 3 hours.
And you need me to pregame for like just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And we're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah, like two.
Todd says
yeah,
he's in.
like 2 trips to Dave's trunk. And that's it.
If it is the Cornhole Olympics, maybe there will be shotgunning beers in between rounds and things like that. Who knows? But we got to come up with something, Todd. It'll be a lot of fun.
It will
Andrew
be fun.
Langworthy, dude. Let's go. What up?
CBC me. All right. Are we getting into this, Bill?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see. Click us over. We're already clicked over, right? Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's
Taking
a
over.
Family Feud. We're good.
Oh, okay.
So Matt Boatman had a question. We're gonna run through some of these quick questions,
You want
and
me to
then we're
bring
gonna
them
get
up
into
over
the
here?
points. The point. No, I didn't do it that way.
You
I
want
don't
me
think
to?
I did. Do you know how? But Matt Boatman asks, why do you think so many people throw carpet and only throw the fast side? Does it keep their thumb warm or something? Why not opt for a faster non-carpet bag? Not that there is a correct answer since bags are more of a personal preference. So he's talking about people who throw... No, click on this. Yep. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. And then hit comment. View more comments. There you go. Now scroll down. It's right there. Is that a great photo? You want to show that to the people?
Let's do that. Let's do that. How do
All
I
right.
do that?
You're gonna have to... It should have been that one. I don't know what you've done.
I can do it real quick. You keep going.
Yeah, now we have a different problem. Go to the go to this one. Go to this one. This scene.
No.
Okay. All right. But so I don't think it has anything to do with keeping your thumb warm. I don't think there's that many people that throw carpet bags with the fast side down. I'm trying to think who I know that does it. Xavier Wilson Williams. Like really, that's it that I know of.
Dude, is this being broadcasted? Look at that.
I don't know what you're doing, but that looks absolutely crazy, Bill.
I know. I got you. Bink.
Okay.
Done.
Done. Look at that. That's awesome. What was great about this? We're gonna talk about this for just a second. Bring this in a little bit, Bill. I'm way too covered up. There we go. Is we went to a fair like this and played in a bring your own partner tournament.
Yep.
We won the whole thing. No big deal.
No big deal. We did.
But people questioned if our hair was real or not.
They
And that's what made it awesome. And at one point, they were very intrigued about Bill's hair. Like, they were like, I don't know about it. They didn't even question mine. But what was funny is Bill convinced them that it was his real hair.
So we went to this fair cornhole tournament, showed up like this, played the entire day like this, won like this. Okay, I can't stress that enough. We won like this.
This hair was in the way. It was itchy. Like,
Terrible.
it was terrible.
I walked. So during that fair, they had a bunch of like booths and stuff like that. One of them was, I think it was an auto detailing booth that I was walking past. And they had like free stickers and stuff. So I walked up and I'm like, yeah, I get my son a couple stickers, this and that. And they're like, hey man, I gotta ask you, I really gotta ask you, is that your real hair?
Like,
and
the
I'm
whole
like,
intent of people's like taking bets or something.
I know, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? You're gonna ask if this, and I grabbed it and moved it, you know, but it didn't move. Like it looked real. Like, and I was like, all right, I acted kind of pissed off about this, right? And they're like, sorry, no, we're not making fun of it. We just wanted to know. It looked kind of in between and stuff. And then I told them.
Yeah,
I told them,
but
it was pretty
both of
funny.
them were fake at the end, and it was a good time though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a good time. All right, Bill, how about you answer Matt Bowman's question? Why do you think so many people throw carpet and only throw the fast side? Does it keep their thumb warm or something?
Okay, so what I would say about that is, so many people throw carpet and only throw the fast side.
I don't think there's a lot of people that do it.
I think I don't think there's a lot of people that do it. If there are people that do it, it's because they saw the light and they're like, carpet bags are better.
But it can't commit to it?
No, and then they felt the thumb grip and they're like, I'm never going to switch again because that thumb grip, it gives them a little bit more grip so they can throw it and it's clean after that. Now, people like Jack Harcrow, people like Bob Bunch, people like, who else? Slickside Demon.
Bob Heil,
Josh Holland, people like that.
Josh Holland.
They just haven't felt
Jim
that.
Culver.
They haven't seen Jim Culver, exactly. They haven't seen the light yet to be able to grab that and feel the actual grip. They're so set in their ways, Jack Harcrow, that they will never change and actually feel the grip and be like, okay, look, carpet intimidates Jack Harcrow.
He doesn't like playing against it, that's for sure.
No, I'm saying if he were to throw it, which is why he's got to always be in the chat saying, oh, I hate carpet this, carpet that, whatever. Hating carpet and stuff like that. That is not the truth. Carpet has a fast side. Jack throws fast side.
That was Bob McGuire earlier. I knew it. Winner's circle.
Oh, okay. I like it. Anyway, can I get back to what I was saying?
Sorry.
Because you wanted me to explain this to everybody. Jack Harker is really the best one to be able to explain this. He's so set in his ways. He's one of those guys that's like, oh, I'm, if I was 90 years old right now and the internet came out when I was like 70, it's like, oh, I'm stuck in my ways and I'm never going to change and blah, 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 so I'm just not going to learn it. You know what I mean? And that's where Jack is.
There he is. Carpet is
That's what I'm saying. I knew it. And I'm wearing Jack's jersey today because Dylan is switching to Jack's side.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're
All
throwing.
right, I might start throwing faster bags.
Nate Stevens can explain this better than anybody else, but I already did.
And I'm going to start throwing like Scotty Wall. So that's what's happening.
All right. So does that answer your question? Then?
Not really, but I don't know if there's a real reason that people throw a carpet bag with the slick side down. Maybe because you'd rather go fast side, but you want to be able to flip it over and throw a blocker better or something.
Bob Bunch, not carpet, but he does switch it over to the slow side
to
on
both
block.
sides.
Dude, it's great.
I swear.
I have seen a lot of people though switch over to a slower side, like their normal is the fast side of a bag, and then they switch it over when they want to block.
Yeah, that's what Jim Culver does for sure. All right, we'll get into this is Tanya Lambert's question here. If you know, you know, Lambert. All right. Why are red and blue lanes on center court finals games? Why doesn't higher seed get choice like any other games? Aaron and Jimmy had to switch sides several times in their games last weekend, and it was not because of the opposing team. Okay, So what happened last
I'm
weekend?
glad
Bill,
you know this. Because...
I already know what's going on,
Okay.
and I did research on this, background research. What happened last weekend is that the broadcasting team or person had the opponents stand and play in the lanes that coincided with their names on Scoreholio, right? So it populates red or blue, right? You guys trust me. They say that blue is for the higher seed, and it always does that. Me and Bill don't believe that. First of all. Second of all, we don't even study it. We don't even care, right? We don't even care.
Yeah.
And so we would tell you, and we're going to agree on this, we will never tell a player to switch lanes. Ever. If you're the higher seed, what the rules say, the ACO rules say the higher seed chooses what lane they throw from, right? We are not touching that. I don't care how it looks aesthetically.
The ACO rules do say that.
Yes.
It's not. It's
an aesthetics, like OCD, uniformity thing, right? And I
have the
get
rules
that.
up.
Not for that. I mean, we
Okay,
could probably
okay. No,
find it in there.
We won't bring it up. There are like a couple benefits that you get if you're the higher seed. Number one, you get to choose
The
your
lane.
lane.
Yes.
And then I think there's
Second
one
one is
other benefit.
you throw first. You throw first.
I don't think that's one. I think that's
100%
done by
it
a
is.
coin toss.
No. Coin toss is the bag color now.
Well, look, next week we will get. I mean, I could bring it up right now, and we could really go into it and get
I'm
a little
telling
bit
you,
crazy.
the rules of first
But I know-
of higher seed is you choose the lane and you throw first. I guarantee this.
So one of the biggest things when you are streaming on a court and you do have red and blue carpets, which we usually get the green ones on
We
both
try
sides.
to get the green.
Sometimes they are red and blue. If they're green, whoever's the higher seed picks, and it just goes on. If they are red and blue, though, you do not understand how the chat just roasts you when they see the red Scoreholio name and number standing on the blue lane when you try to explain it to people. This could easily be fixed from Scoreholio themselves, allowing you just to move the names to the different or switch the colors on the scoreboard, which is not a big fix. It's a very simple fix, and that's a fix that we've wanted for a while. We haven't gotten it yet. It is what it is.
That's it. But like I said, you guys know, we speak about this all the time. Me and Bill don't even want to be seen there. So for us to go out of our way to tell somebody you need to go in the blue lane because that's what your name is on Scoreholio, it's not going to happen.
But that's why. But they do it because you cannot. I believe anyway.
But that's why usually when we introduce a game, we explain this is this person in this lane throwing right now, right? And then this is this person in this lane throwing wearing XYZ, right? So that, and if you come into the middle of a match, usually we're saying the names as they throw now, so you can kind of catch up and understand who's where, who's in the lead and stuff like that. But I understand how it can be confusing. We wish that the switch on Scoreholio could be made. What we're telling you is we are not going to switch the players in the lanes.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm a spectator
Yeah.
just like everybody else at home. I'm not doing anything. If they decide to play whatever lanes that they decide to play, it doesn't matter to me. They follow the rules. They agree on whatever lane that they want to throw on. I mean, that's really it, right? There's nothing you can do. So let's say, does the other team have an advantage? If it is doubles and you are the higher seed, you get to choose inside or outside first. Who wants to do what, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. Even if you're restricted to one lane, you get to choose, well, hey, I'm going to be inside arm on that lane and you're going to be outside. The only advantage that I can possibly see is that if you threw on that court prior to that game and you were in the red lane and now it's mandatory for you to be in the blue lane, so you got to walk all the way down just to keep your same arm, either inside or outside arm, that's the only advantage I can see in a rare situation that happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you see anything else?
like I said, like what you're saying is, like if you're the high seed, you've been playing in the red lane, I'm going to play you next. Let's say I come in as the high seed. I want to be able to switch you lanes.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For that advantage.
Right. Because this now mandates what lane you're going to play in.
Right.
And if it says, if the rules read something like let's say Scoreholio does automatically put the high seed in the blue lane. Let's say that's what it does. I don't know. I've been told that's what it does. Haven't researched it. Let's say that's what it does. Then the ACO rules could reflect that, right? High seed plays in blue lane. The problem with that is that 99.9% of your courts don't have a red and a blue lane, right? So now it doesn't make sense, right? So it just makes sense for nobody to affect where the player is standing, or for Scoreholio to make us a little swippity swappity button.
Parker Burgett.
Parker.
Burgett.
Parker,
What a
I
dude.
watched you play a little bit last night. I rewatched the Pro Series from Owensboro, the whole thing.
Parker's good, dude. He's a
Parker
dog.
was throwing gas.
He's a dog.
I was
I
laying
like
there
Parker.
to watch our dudes throw well, and also see how many times CBC was commented. We'll talk about that. But our dudes threw well. But Parker also threw very well. Drew threw very well. Kenny Bolton had a great showing. I mean, it was good stuff in the skins at Owensboro.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from red and blue lanes. That's
I like it.
in the rules, should not be mandated in any way, shape, or form. All right, let's move down to here. This is just a bunch of crap talk. Hit the replies, Bill.
This one?
Yeah, Chris Norris said you should have picked him as a passion pick. You agree. He's on the radar.
Do you not want me to talk? Do you want me to talk on this? It sounds like you don't want me to talk.
Go
No,
ahead.
sorry, folks. I was going to add some value to this.
What are you doing?
I have no idea what's going on.
I know. That's why you can't talk.
I mean, the mouse is wireless.
You don't like me to touch anything over here. All right.
Well,
So they're over here talking about all sorts of stuff. And pretty much Zach's telling Chris he only goes to small majors. Chris said he doesn't run competition, blah, blah, blah. Zach here says, it's nothing against anyone, just doesn't make sense how the points work. You can get fourth in a bracket at a small major. Write this down, folks. You can get fourth in a bracket at a small major and get more points than someone who got third in a bracket at a big major. I've come around to the ACO. I really enjoy it, so I'm not bashing. Just something that needs to be looked into a bit. All right, now that you've written it down, erase it. Okay?
oh, Zach, you're my dog, dude. I still love you, dude. No matter what what
All
comes
right.
out of Dylan's mouth right now.
Here we go.
You and me, we're still good, dude.
Zach, get your pen and paper out, big dog. I'm about to educate you. All right, here is one bracket.
Hold up. Control, scroll in.
Whoa.
There we
All right.
No, they need to be able to see it.
Okay, go again. Is that good?
No. There we go.
How do I
now
go?
You gotta
Go
move it
this
up.
way. All right.
What do you mean?
All right, here we go. This is section 2-10 in the player's guide, 2.10. ACO major point scale, all divisions. One bracket point scale, all divisions, okay? First place, 55 points. This is the only number that is, what would you call it, stagnant for all size of majors.
Okay.
It is consistent. It is whatever you'd like to call it for the word. First place in a one
First
bracket
place,
major, a two
You have
bracket
12
major,
teams.
a fourth
you're getting
bracket
55
major,
points.
you're
You have
getting 55.
250 teams. You're getting 55. Doesn't matter.
100%.
Okay.
Now, second place. This is a one bracket major. No split bracket. Second place, 49 points. Third place, 48. We go down by one or so until fifth, and it goes down by two, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Okay? So, write this down. Zach here says fourth place at a single major gets more points than third place at a quad major. Right? That's the claim. So, 47 points. All right. Let's scroll up here. Go to a two bracket major. And I believe these are the exact same. They are. So the point scale is the same for two bracket split majors and four bracket split majors. This is something you could have an argument about. I understand it, right? Because a four bracket major is harder, more players, right? In our opinion.
Yeah.
Harder is subjective.
The more players, you would think it's harder. Now the quality of play, I don't think there's an argument against it unless you have a pro series in the middle of nowhere and 30 pros show up and there's 50 people registered. Right? That
Right.
way you could say that a major is harder. I think this would be a little bit more important for these things, but a major is harder per the percentage of pros to non-pros that sign up to play. I would think
Yeah.
that would make
Yes.
the major a little bit harder.
And you have to play more games.
So if you can have a 12-person major, if 8 of them are pros, it's probably harder than Owensboro making it as deep as you did, right?
Right. I agree. Okay. So this is a two bracket split right here. Okay. So first place, 55 points. Second place, 54 points. What we are going to equate this to is first place in a bracket. Does that make sense? We're going to pair them up because there's two brackets, pair them up. So second place in a bracket would be right here, third and fourth, 53 and 52. And then you have tied for third place in a bracket, essentially, or tied for fourth, however you'd like to say it, is 51 and 50 points. So, because they're going to take 4 from each bracket. So top 4 from each bracket at a double split major is going to earn at a minimum 50 points. That's fourth in your bracket or better, okay? So not 47. It is an improvement.
Zach's roasting you right now.
So you get third in a 4-bracket major, no. Because if you get third in a 4-bracket major, you get put into the final 8. 4 people from each bracket get put into the final 8, which now reflects these numbers here. The worst you could get is 50 points, which would be 8th overall, tied for 7th, whatever you'd like to call it. It's really 4th or 3rd in your bracket. You got 50 points.
Zach, I just want you to know that none of this information is verified by me. Dylan is the bracketologist. He knows he's the bracketologist by his enthusiasm and his confidence.
All right.
I'm going to say he's right. I don't know.
Let's take it to 4-bracket majors. 2 from each bracket. Make it in. We know that. We saw it in Owensboro, right? That's your top 8 right here. Essentially, the top 2 from each bracket. 3rd place, like Zach claimed in his comments, right? Split bracket, 3rd place in your bracket, 48 points, which would be, let me do the math real quick. Oh, 1 more point than 4th place at a single major. So, Zach, you have been debunked.
Wait, say that louder because he needs to know exactly where he has been debunked. He said he wasn't talking about a 1-bracket tournament, just a 2 and a 4 bracket is
all
what
right,
he's
let's see
about.
what he said. Because this is important. You can get 4th in a bracket at a small major and get more points than someone who got 3rd in a bracket at a big major.
Well, I guess that means, what does he define a small major?
Oh, so he's saying a 2-bracket major, 3rd in bracket. Where am I at here? Now I have to find this thing again.
You're right there. Oh.
Okay. So 3rd in a bracket is right here, right? 51 points. 5th and 6th would be tied for 3rd. Yes. In a bracket. First, 2nd, 3rd, 3rd. 51 points. 4th overall at a major here, 52 points. Or is he saying that a 3rd place in a 4-bracket major should earn more points than this guy here?
Maybe that's what it's saying.
Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. I don't know. You're the bracketologist.
Well, I think it's a problem with Zach's verbiage here, right?
Or it's a problem with your brain.
Well, that could definitely be part of it. Let's read it again. You can get 4th in a bracket. 4th in a bracket.
At a small major. So that would be a bracket 4th, not an overall 4th.
Well, there is no bracket 4th at a 2-person major. At a 2-bracket major. Because top 4 go into the top 8.
Okay. Zach needs to clarify that.
And get more points than someone who got 3rd in a bracket at a big major. He said, call me. Well, I'll talk about it later.
Call me, dude. I'm not wrong. Dude, we'll plug you in right now, man. You could be on stream. We'll call you.
Do you have the pod track?
No, I don't have it, dude.
Okay.
I was just joking. We could Zoom.
We're not zooming right
Jack Harco, 3rd in your bracket at a 400-player plus major and no money is a bigger problem, just saying. Jack, why don't you comment today and tell me that? We'd be talking about that literally right now if you commented today about that.
And Zach, honestly, I don't see a problem with it, considering what you're trying to say is that you've played harder to get 3rd in your bracket at a big major, and you don't make the final 8, while at a small major you take top 4 in your bracket and you make the final 8. But if we think about it, that's the final 8. You made the top 8 there, right? Where 3rd in your bracket is top 12. So what he's saying is you should get paid more to take a top 12 at a big major than top 8 at a 2-bracket major. I mean, it gets really specific here.
He doesn't say paid, he says points.
Points, right.
He doesn't care about the money, although you saying paid, I think, was a little Freudian slip that, well, I think we would agree with Jack, right? And we would agree with these things that the payouts should go a little bit deeper. Dependent on how many. Exactly.
I believe
4-bracket majors.
3rd in brackets at a big major should get paid. 100%. Right, 100%. I'm not arguing that. Points-wise, I think taking top 8 at a split bracket compared to 3rd in bracket at a 4-person major, it's just... It depends, because you could have a 4 split bracket major that has 400, and you could have one that has whatever the minimum is, right? And does that make it just as hard?
Let me throw something on there, Jack. Would you be amenable? Would you be okay if at least I don't know what place you would call in your bracket that you would have to call out. So what is the max per bracket before you have to split it again?
64.
So 64 teams in doubles.
Or players, yes.
Or players in it. Okay, so players. So 32 teams
is the minimum size for a split bracket.
For a split bracket.
Well, 33.
Dude, you're killing me.
Does that make sense?
No, well, not that. We said 64,
once
32,
you break
and now
64.
33.
So
if
there's 65 players that go into the main bracket, you have to split. If there's 64, you have one.
One bracket tournament could be up to 64.
Yes.
If you have 65 people total, you are going to have 32
and
person
33.
brackets and 33.
A 32 and a 33. Yes.
Okay. So, at what point does the payout in bracket not making that final 8? At what point are the payouts supposed to stop?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question.
And then how many people overall are getting paid because of all of those bracket finishes at that place? Right? Because if you go to, let's say, split bracket 5th, you think if you make 5th in a bracket, whether it be 1 or 4 brackets, and you're not making it into the final 8, you're not anything like that whatsoever, how much should you get? Would you be okay, Jack? Would you be okay with a free ticket into the next major for singles and doubles or something like that? You know what I mean? Or do you think you should get paid, I don't know, double your money? Well, like what do you think should happen for that, and how many people are getting paid that? Because it's an important question to be able to figure out how far they should actually pay out, and at what you get. Like, is it okay to have your next entry free if you make it to that? Because
right.
I think that's a pretty good freaking deal. I don't think that that's bad at all, but I don't know either. So you let me know, Jack. 129 is 4 brackets. So that's the 32 person brackets. Or, yeah, that's the 32 is what he's talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good there on brackets.
If you have a major with 129 people, though, it's not going to be 4 brackets because 50% of those people get shoved to tier 2, 3, 4,
more than 50%.
Right, you have to have
129 going into the main.
You have to have almost close to 300 to be able to have that 4 brackets, correct?
Yeah.
Close to 300 to have that. So
Mark Smothers, good luck with anything. I appreciate it.
Mark, that's what I'm talking about. What up, Mark? Good to see you, dude.
No, I understand what you're saying, Zach, but like it's just it's a kind of a gray area when you explain it that way because these people made top 8, right? Like the bracket stops. Top 8 is how the ACO is paying people out. So that's why the brackets are structured that way. If you think it's better to have a top 6 at 2 bracket majors and the 2 people that take 7th and 8th, which would be 4th in bracket, that can make sense to me. Like I understand what you're saying. It's just not the structure right now.
A two bracket major, they take the top 8. What position is that in your bracket to not make it? What is the highest
at
position
how many?
To not make it? At 2 brackets.
You have to take 4th or better in bracket.
So you're going to be 5th to not make it, right?
5th in bracket, yes.
5th in bracket doesn't make it. Is a free ticket to the next major terrible for that?
I don't think so. I mean, that's paying out 10 people if you include the ticket as a payout.
I don't know. I don't know. 4 brackets, 3rd 80, 4th 60, 5th 40. So isn't a ticket 40?
That's what he said, or for free entry, same thing.
Or free entry, same thing.
Yeah, but what
I don't
Jack's
think
saying,
that that's out of the question. I don't
think so either.
Yeah, if you are what we would call in poker the bubble boy, meaning you don't make it but you're just right there, a free ticket into the next time you play is, I would think, appropriate, and that's something that they do for poker.
So that would be paying out a total of 8 plus 4 plus 4. So you pay out 16 total people. I like it. You're adding 320 plus 240, so you're adding $560. Yeah, $560 to the singles pot at 4 bracket majors. Plus
To pay 4
Fifth.
brackets. That's 4
So,
brackets though. That's not
the
2 brackets.
fifths is 8 more people. That's where the fifths get a little hairy, right? I don't know if I like including fifths because that's 2 more people per bracket. That's 8 more people receiving something. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's okay. I don't know. If it's tickets, that's 8 free tickets. It's not bad. It's not bad.
You still gotta explain it to me. So third, 80. So if we had a 4 bracket, third does not make it. It's only first and second. It's only the
For
King's
4
team
bracket majors.
and the person that comes back for 4 bracket majors.
Mhm.
So we're saying third is 80 after that. Somebody who did not make it into the final 4 bracket.
Yeah, the final 8.
Yeah. That's I don't know. It's something that's got to be laid out though. I like that, and I mean I got to think about it for a long time for how much somebody would be on the hook for something like that. And I think with that many brackets, you would be okay to be able to pay that out.
Well, another thing is you could just let's say 4 bracket majors, but once you get past 300 people, you add in third place, right? Like this right here. You add $100 for third place. At 400 people, you add in 4th place as well at, whatever it is.
I know Jack, I know the money's there for the big majors, but you can't just look at that. You can't just say, hey, the big majors, the money is there, so you got to take the money, because there are majors that I promise you they do not turn a profit at, and those big majors are subsidizing, for lack of better words, those smaller majors to where they guarantee money to be able to pay out other people to try to grow it in other areas to make sure that they have more players. So, I completely understand that. Yes, at a big major, should they have enough money? Yes. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with you. They will have enough money if you only took that major, but they take the entire year, right? And they budget the entire year, and they say, hey, these 30 majors are profitable, and these other 19 or 15 or whatever are not going to be profitable. So what's our budget for something like this, right? Because they're growing it in those other areas. Someday when those other areas are grown, I promise you, that's going to change. Someday when those areas are grown, it will.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what it is for the ACO, is they're paying out 8 places everywhere they go, right? No matter what. If you're here at the 1 bracket major, you tie for 7th place in your 1 bracket, you're getting paid out. You're getting paid out, same as Mark Smothers right here, the $120, right, for 7th place. And that's the same if you take 2nd in your bracket here at a 4 bracket major, and you take 7th. Do we agree with that? No, not necessarily. But we don't know what the financial situation looks like. We have no idea.
We know if you just look at that 1 major that is a 4 bracket major, we know that. We know what it looks like at something like that. We can say, yes, there is enough money to pay down to, I don't know, probably 9th. There is at 1 major like that. But again, this is something, trying to build a business, trying to move on to other places and grow other places, guaranteeing $5,000 at that major for single, that is why. It's 100% why. But they get to guarantee it, which excites more people to come, and it may take a year, 2, 3 years to grow that newer area, but it makes it. I have heard, this is through the grapevine, no idea if it's verified or not, but I have heard that California has become, strictly through the grapevine, has become the 4th largest state in members this past month.
That's awesome.
Freaking crazy, right? Which means it is working in some of the, even though we can't see it and we can't sit there and be like, oh, I know so many people are playing over here. Why are we still getting crap payouts, this and that? I know that that's happening there right now, right?
Yeah.
And this is something that has taken time to build, but it is building. So I promise it's going to be better. I know it's going to be better in the future because of things like that.
Yeah, we're trying to get out that way. We're trying to check it out. Like I said, do we agree with you guys that we think people should get paid more at these big majors? Yes. We don't know where that comes from yet, but I think it will come. I don't know. I'm hopeful for next year.
Me too.
I mean, I really am. You know, and Mark Smothers said earlier, you better be playing for fun. And, like, I mean, I really think you should be playing for fun to start with. Most of the people that are playing for the money, it doesn't end up well if you're just out here playing cornhole for money.
If you are younger than 18 playing for money, it ends up great.
Yeah, because you don't have any bills to pay for. You don't really pay for the travel. You don't really pay for much.
If I was 15 and could throw like some of these kids and made as much as these kids, I would have been a rich 15-year-old. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. So I don't know. Jack, and I'm not knocking you, dude. I agree. I 100% agree. It's got to get to that point, and I agree. And I hope within 2 years it gets to that point. I really do, because I think there's enough there to where it can. And I really do, man. I think it's going that direction. I think it might be too early because they're trying to grow other places, but I agree with you, dude. I really do.
And I mean, to go back to what Zach was saying, like I have figured it out. But when he said small majors, he didn't specify 2 split brackets, right? So I used this stuff over here. See, folks, over here, 4th place, right? What Zach is saying, that if you tie for 4th at a 2 bracket major, then you take this place, right? This overall tied for 7th, right? Which is 50 points. And 3rd at a 4 bracket major is only 48 points. This was his argument. And it does hold true. And this is where, when we pulled this up initially, I said these points are the same, and it's something we could talk about that could use some fixing, right? Because we might agree here that 4 bracket majors deserve a little bit more than 2 bracket majors points-wise, right? I think that we could probably agree on that. It's the same reason why they get more points than the single bracket majors, right? There's a reason for that. It's because these players have played more, most likely played more pros, like you said, most likely played more games to earn these top 8 spots. So I understand that's what he was saying. Zach, just use your words next time, big dog.
Oh, jeez, he's still got to do this, dude. He gave you credit, though, Zach. He gave you credit on stream.
Well, I had to do a lot of, I have to really read into what he's saying and, like, understand. I got to read Jack's comment here. I'm sorry. I know I already apologized for you for Zach, but then you roasted him a little bit, even though, yeah, it happened. Jack, I wish someone would show me ACO could not afford 880. I apologize. I would apologize on the mic at Worlds if I'm wrong. Okay. You're talking about 42 majors. I believe it's 40, 42, whatever it is that they have for the entire schedule, an additional 880 at every single major. At the 4 bracket ones.
Well, no,
No, all he's talking about is 3rd and 4th place and tied for 5th at 4 bracket majors.
Well, then wouldn't you think it's unfair?
No, I don't. I think you should pay out more players. Okay, so,
right? So how many majors could we assume? So once you get to that 4 brackets, there's an additional 880 put on there. If that's the case, I would agree that's probably.
I'm gonna go with Spooky Nook. I don't think Destin did. Spooky Nook, Tupelo, South Bend, Owensboro, Knoxville, Dalton, Clarksville, maybe Bentonville, Shreveport, Bossier, Mobile, and Branson. So 11 times 88, Bill. That's possible. Yeah, so 10 grand.
So an extra 10 grand.
That's the number we're actually talking about. Which, I mean, maybe that's like just as little as you're thinking, Jack. I don't know.
The funny thing, Jack, about that exact number that Dylan pulls up, which would be the most riskiest thing ever for a business to try to budget something like that based off of last year's numbers. But let's just say that you're right, and we would do that, or and make sure that these places get paid at exactly those tournaments because they are going to be 4-person brackets and stuff like that. There was a rumor going around a long time ago that, after all bills were paid and everything, the ACO may have made a profit of around 10 grand.
Right.
And that's a profit after salaries, after everything like that. So, salary cuts wouldn't have to happen at 9,680, things like that. But let's just say that those rumors were true. And this was long ago. Who knows? Let's just say that those rumors are true. That is that budget. Would you ever operate a company if that was the case. You know what I mean? If it was just like, would you operate it that close? I mean, we're talking about $320. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would never operate a company knowing that that would be the margin of error on a new season or something like that. Although, is it possible? You are correct. Based upon rumors and things like that, you are correct.
Right. Graybill's saying if you're a grown adult talking about payouts, go get a better job. Graybill's going a little harsh.
Oh,
I hope you got the
Graybill.
glasses on, Graybill. Philip Swanson saying pros are spread out more in a 4-bracket major than a 2-bracket. If the same percentage of pros showed up, seems like it might be easier to make a deeper run in a 4-bracket major with the talent spread. I don't think so, Philip. I'd have to look at the numbers exactly of how many pros show up to a 2-bracket major,
Right,
then to
right.
a 4-bracket major. And then you also get into the thing about in those saturated areas where there's 4-bracket majors, the amount of people that are at a pro level without a pro status. Because I would argue that there's a lot more of them at the 4-bracket majors. But I know in California specifically, where Philip's at and around, pretty much none of those people are pros, and a lot of them are really, really good.
Yeah,
So-
there are people in these other locations, right? You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Where there are smaller, there are a bunch of people that are like, hey, I'm going to dip my toe in the ACO, even though they are known in other places.
And I
Crazy.
think that the thing about what Bill and I don't like about making the argument about pros sometimes is that there's a lot of players that aren't pros that are much, much better than a lot of the pros, right? Like wearing your pro jersey, you're good. You're a great player. Don't get me wrong. But there are a lot of people that are just really good all the time. So when you go to 4-bracket majors, you have to play more people. So your chances of
That
running
is the-
into
right.
somebody that's a pro or not a pro that's a legit killer go way up just because you're playing more games.
That is the most outward-facing logic ever. It's like, you could say Ron Wilson. I don't think he's a pro this year.
No.
He was a pro a while back, right?
No, never, I don't think. But
He doesn't show up to majors. You know,
Yeah.
like he doesn't show up to these things. That dude can smoke freaking people. And there's tons
you got
of
people like Bob
out there
Vaughn's playing right
that
now,
can do
Josh
that.
Holland playing
Yeah.
right now that are non-pro. I mean,
Yeah, I was
But-
going with somebody that maybe a bunch of people didn't
Don't know at all,
You know,
yeah.
like, and that's somebody that can just show up and smoke people, and they can show up to these majors. Just like in California, you want 500 people to sign up for the ACO. These people, I promise you, have played in other leagues where they are
Very
freaking
good.
good,
Yeah.
like insane.
or not in any leagues, man. We got people that are killers in local leagues that'll never go play an ACO major. Like Bill's talking about, like a Ron Wilson type situation, you know. And so what I'm saying is just it's statistically you're going to run into more good people when you play more games of cornhole. Like that's just
And so
statistically.
bigger majors. That's why we would say, logically speaking, bigger majors are harder.
Yeah. Money made it tailgaters. Yeah.
Wait. The money made it. Go back up. Money made it at Worlds Tailgaters covers it for sure. It could. That's Worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Todd Choate's saying too
But
about the tailgaters. I don't know where that money's going.
Again, I don't know what they paid out for tailgaters. I believe it was 50% this year, but I don't know 100%. I know last year was a little bit different, but this year people said that they were getting paid out for a little bit lower standing in it. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I didn't get to play any tailgaters. I have no freaking clue. I really, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they saved a lot of that for the overall tailgater champion. So even if it was a 50% payout, maybe even less than that during that specific tailgater, if you got first or second, you got entered into the championship tailgater tournament
Right.
to where you played with your partner, and then most of the money was saved for those specific teams. Which, how many teams made it to that?
I really.
I
don't
mean,
know.
the
Yeah.
entire time, if you qualified first or second, you were into that tournament.
Yeah, it had to be like 32 teams or something like that. You would think.
That,
yeah.
And that's what that was for. They didn't have to pay again to show up, and that's just.
Philip Swanson said, "I understand, but I would feel more comfortable betting on myself if the Hertz are in separate brackets instead of having them in the same bracket." Well, good news for you, Philip. They've been in the same bracket like once out of 20 times. So, just a fun fact.
Really? Is that what it is?
Last time I looked it up, it was once out of 15 tournaments with split brackets.
In the same? So they're due for a lot of the same bracket.
They weren't. I mean, we haven't seen them in the same bracket this year, and we've done Spooky Nook, Concord, and Knoxville with them there.
Nice.
Yep. Richard Phillip Jones, good to see you in here, brother. Prayers your way, man.
Yeah, prayers be
All
good.
right. Sometimes a pro just means you traveled more. There are some people who could beat pros but don't travel to many majors. It's valid, Nate. Valid.
Nate, 100%. I agree. I think we agree with you, and we agree with you by the way we're talking about smaller and bigger majors. We think bigger majors are tougher.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody says, we think bigger majors are tougher.
Molly says, I got money for third in tailgater. It's a pretty good deal with all those going on.
I know there were some tailgaters with 50 teams. Some
Yeah.
of them had a lot less than 50 teams.
Yeah,
but I know
his
that money
back.
went to people that got first and second to play in the overall tailgater. Not at the super major, though. I think the super major payouts, somebody tell me, what are the super major payouts? I think that those were better because they didn't do that overall
tailgaters?
champion. Yeah,
Oh, I have no idea.
because they didn't do an overall champion.
Aaron? Okay. So Aaron said, Molly's made more money than I ever have at a major. Well, fun fact.
Sammy, don't talk to me anymore. Go ahead. I'm just joking, dude. Cut your hair and then we can talk.
Fun
brother.
fact, Aaron, I took third overall fifth overall. I tied for third. Fifth overall at a major, Owensboro, doubles. A couple years ago, I beat the Hertz if you didn't know. I made more money than that, so shut up. Sammy, yes, you should apologize to Bill. Shake his hand next time you see him. All right. I mean, I'm about good on that. I mean, we hammered that. If you guys have questions, ask the questions. I mean, we don't make any of the money the ACO makes.
I don't make it.
We've been close to the sport for 2 years flat. Real close to the sport. Like a high-end getting DMs from people with extra information. The rumor mill flows pretty hot in CBC AI, right? Picks up a lot of stuff. But I do think that they will go up. I have a good feeling.
I have a good feeling of that too.
I haven't heard
really
anything. CBC AI hasn't picked up anything. But I have a good feeling that either more people will be paid out next year or the overall payouts will go up.
I think based upon numbers, which it sounds like they are going up in some of these locations that we think are smaller majors today, when those go up, you'll have to give it there's a lag time to everything. So let's say we have, 50 in California for a tournament. So we'll just say 50, something like that. And then next year we're doing budgeting. And we're like, okay, we have to base our budget off of those numbers that we saw, right? And then that current year that you base that budget off of, California is 150 freaking players, right? And you're going to sit there and look at that and be like, holy crap, we definitely underpaid in a major like this. So next year they're going to base those numbers off of what they got, and they will pay more. I think it's going to take 2 years. That's me. That's my personal thought. I don't know. But I think about 2 years, these are going to go up, and they're going to go up in a significant amount for most majors.
Drag
That's
your
my
friends
opinion.
to those majors if you're on the West Coast, Philip Swanson.
Majors.
If you're in Texas, Big D John, get some people. Big D John's doing good things.
Yeah,
He's
he
doing
is.
big things.
He's doing good things in Texas.
Yeah.
They need to grow. Look, folks, if you can make new COs, if you have people that are ready to be COs, if you have people that you know on the West Coast, somewhere around there that love cornhole and don't have ACO in their area and are willing to be COs and have a venue, freaking talk to them. Make them a CO. Let's get this going. If they
And then
need
tell them
bags,
CBC will
if
send
they
them
need
some
bags, message us. Like,
We'll give a deal.
Yeah, we'll do a huge deal
We'll do a
for
deal
new
for
clubs
some people.
start. So
And if you are in a club and you need some bags, you want to try some CBC bags, and you're willing to put down some money on a few sets at a time, we'll give you a deal.
yeah,
Reach out.
huge deal. Well, we'll get it going. We want to grow the sport. We want to grow for the ACO, and we're ready to do that. We'll make
Alan
some
Ballard
deals.
will be a CO in the next couple months. Alan, let us know.
Alan, yeah, exactly. Let us know,
Alan's
dude.
completely back on the light side. I'm proud of him.
I am proud of him too. Alan, if you don't go watch earlier, we spoke some good words for you, buddy.
We're glad you're
love
back,
to see
Alan.
you back, man. Love to see you back.
All right, folks. We appreciate it. We will see you guys next week for Knoxville picks. We will put something out for who's going to make picks, but I really like the idea of 8 slots. Well, 10 slots, including you and I. $10 a slot. Winner takes all. That's $100
Winner
deal
takes
right there.
And this is winner.
And you only lose $10.
This is not CBC versus you at this point. This is
Single.
individual versus
Yeah.
individual. There's a 33% chance to win it, right?
Better than that? No, it's not better than that.
I'm taking that $100. I'm going to buy a chuck steak, and I'm gonna freaking you're gonna eat it though. So
I will have a crisp $100 bill on the podcast Wednesday to show y'all what you're gonna. If you win it, we're gonna mail it to you. That exact $100 bill.
Or Venmo.
If Bill wins it, it goes right back in the safe. All right, folks. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in again on the CBC Down and Back podcast. We will see you soon. This is CBC, Faith, Family, Four Baggers.
Nate, 10 minutes out.